out at level 1, right? That's what RSG has been dealing with, so it's got to be something very lane-focused. Gord as well as Cho.
Naisu's favorite.
Naisu's happy.
He's happy.
Your favorite hero, what do you think?
I don't know what it is, but every single time I'm involved in some form of a desk, he just comes out. So.
Naisu's secretly drafting her. Sora, pick this now.
Hey, it's a Naisu buff, man. Like, he's an RSG fan. He doesn't want to disappoint Naisu.
What nobody knows is that Coach Panda is sitting behind Naisu's green screen and he's listening to the whole thing, just texting Sora on the side. He's just like, okay, we need this one pick, guaranteed.
So, okay, based on what we're seeing here, knowing that SRG sorry, not SRG. RSG has a tendency to kind of flex the grok for XP here. Is this going to be happening for SRG? Yes and no. Actually, they're bringing the Esmeralda. Okay. Not expecting the Esmeralda, but before we send you off, Naisu, what do you think about this?
Well, I'm already going to be biased and go with RSG's draft here because the Gord. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's normal when you see the Valentina, the Gord pops up. We'll see if they can actually utilize it the way it needs to, because you have to dodge all the CC being thrown at you, and that's where he's the most vulnerable. So I think also you pair up, that's 3 purifies. So you have to build yourself around this and get through CC, but then their purifies and hope you have enough damage to top off. Cho, also, I'm just not sure, man. I'm not sure on the Cho. I'm not convinced so far in the current meta how well he works.
All right, thank you so much for your insights here. Naisu here. We'll see you after this game for the post game. But for now, we're going to be jumping into the game 2 here for both SRG versus RSG for the upper bracket finals, game number 2. And I'm extremely excited to see how this adaptation from RSG is going to be able to make a difference with this guard play.
I don't know. I think that this adaptation is definitely an ego check for the side of RSG. This is, I'm going to try and outplay you, whether it be in lane or in fight. Good luck to SRG, because I think, you know, SRG's composition is much easier to execute overall.
Yeah. I think at the same time, it's also SRG putting out some deep pockets, right? This Esmeralda just to get to the back line, and they're able to shut down Stoneman very early, almost forcing the flicker out, but Stoneman managing to hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, they do this every single, like, pre-first minute. SRG fights so hard for mid-control. It's always a 2v2 fight. If you're missing one person, when that happens, well, you can say goodbye to that lane and an early recall will happen, like we're seeing right now. For the most part of it, right, it's all about creating advantages. Once somebody has an advantage in lane, you will see the entirety of SRG pivot to that side of the map.
Yeah, and seeing how this focus that SRG has made, right? Like from game 1, they've been targeting on towards the jungler. They'll be shifting their focus to the XP here. But it feels like this game in general, they're trying to replicate it, but is it going to work out? Because Vinogo, he's getting focused down again.
So guys just hit 4, and Vinogo, he's going to be pinned down, immobilized. First blood given over to Cram, Storm, and Izanami work together to get a trade, but Cram wants the dive. They're looking for Izanami, and Slip Guys collects it.
Beautiful dive. Beautiful dive. Cram absorbs the damage first, allowing Sick Guys to actually go in for the fight. He will regenerate on his way back down to the EXP side. And even so, Innocent winning out this lane against Lolios. Got a perfect freeze underneath this turret. Everything is going right for SRG.
This is a very, very nice aggro control coming from Selangor Giants here. Very, very clear indications of how they want to approach fights, right? And this is the exact same thing we kind of saw from game 1. And like, initially, their goal is to make sure before pre-4, if they get the level advantage, they will push it to the maximum. In this case, Vinogo was a first focus here, and now the second focus on towards Repo, and it's just not having a good time here.
I like the movements for RSG and Y, actually, at least forcing Stormy out of the fight for now. Let's see if SRG can buy some time at Turtle, pushing RSG and Y back. Izanami hasn't hit his 4 yet.
Well, it's going to be a little bit difficult here, but they are going to be starting things off with the Black Dragon.
Here comes Ripple, Black Dragon forms, the guy 2 levels ahead, instantly hops on the wall and pins Vinogo down again. We see the Spear of Destruction from Low Liao, but Retribution for the guys to get the objective. It feels like RCMY cannot continue this fight. Meanwhile, Low Liao again still losing to Innocent.
Man, that was such a good move coming in from SRG. Like, you could see the entire team work together to move away from the Mystic Gush. It was such a quick adaptation as well. Most people would tank the damage and fight through it until it turns true. Oh, hey, you.
Hey, you?
Hey, that's a strike right there. Mechanic Police.
Well, okay, considering the fact that a little bit small mistakes coming from Yums here, he is showing aggression, but they are going to try to make a attempt here. What?
I mean, the attempt is already good enough. Venogo, he's not even gonna get the kills on Yums, and you look at the levels, the guys is about to be 4 levels ahead if this goes on.
I swear, Yums is thinking to himself, it's like, I wish I didn't whiff my ult there. That could have been a double kill for sure for SRG, and this game would have been done for.
Yeah, now here comes the kick from Storm.
Not really doing too much. The guys this time is gonna power to the pain.
What?
He just tanks it. He doesn't care.
The back scratcher.
No feeling. I'm like, oh, half HP, it's okay. Just walks off casually here, and his health is
Oh,
full again.
my
What?
goodness.
He steals the jungle creep as well.
I'm telling you, Venogo doesn't get to play the game at all.
Yo.
Innocent does go down.
Come on, Storm.
He got solo killed. A level down.
Slowly out, he's gonna go down as well. A trade. So guys, heavy spin. Able to get the purple buff at least, but RSGMY, they want to punish this Panda.
They need it.
Not letting it get away. Black Dragon form into a petrified. So guys will not get out this time. Stolen Black Dragon form and the Spear of Destruction. Innocent wants to join the fight. Stolen will be picked up by Stormy. SRG getting a trade in return. Mystic Gush by Izanami. Meanwhile, Venogo is down low, but Izanami and Stormy fighting 1-1. Lolio comes in for the execution. And the rest of SRG, they're gonna back off.
Wow, a 4-for-4 trade here. Sorry, well, technically a 3-for-3, but still, my goodness, so much blood already spilt, and it looks like RSGMY is willing to actually challenge SRG for these fights, especially if they're gonna drag it out.
This is smart coming from RSGMY, right? Like, they're getting a little bit desperate here. They know for a fact that, hey, it has been very, very oppressive, right? They need to make some sort of plays, and the moment they got the kill on Skies, that gave them a little bit of XP to scale back in the game, but again, still too far off because Venogo is still 4 levels behind despite all of it, and it feels like it takes almost every single outplays coming from RSG in order to set up this fight, but now with the kick coming in, I don't think it is going to be enough here. They need to bait out those Purify first.
I mean, SRG, they don't have to do anything. They're the ones with these stat advantages. It's kind of up to RSGMY to make something happen. Like, Stolman has been trying with the Way of the Dragon so very often. He doesn't have it right now, which is why I'm not worried about anything. But for the most part, right, most of these kicks have not equated to kills just yet.
Yeah.
Even though Lolio solo kill Innocent up top, he's getting zoned away from his own turret. That's tier 1 for Innocent.
I mean, to be fair, Lolios, he did find that very first solo kill because he was able to use that Purify against the Spear of this.
Oh, good block. Here comes the Storm Retry. Okay, he just walks up and takes it. Okay, sure, guys. Wow, like Venogo,
Cool
not
guy.
even committing for a retry for that.
Hey man, cool guys don't look at explosions. When you see a disaster happening, just don't make eye contact with it. Bottom tier 1 falls as well. Like, this might be an 11-minute game coming in from SRG again. It's one bad fight. One bad fight and RSGMY who's under and all control.
It's going to be a bit of a situation here because RSG, like, Lilios is the only one that's had a game. They need more out of him here. Here comes the flick of rain. The setup goes good.
On to Cram, but Cram just eats it up. This is just another day in the office. RSGMY used everything, but they got nothing in return.
That's a bit of a weird flicker coming in from Stoem, though. I guess he wanted to flicker away from the potential turnaround from, like, SRG, but I think he could have waited a couple of seconds before that decision. Tier 1 mid is next to fall here. SRG, really, they prioritize maintaining a high health threshold so that they can eventually push an advantage, whether it be taking control of space, whether it's taking control over the map, but most importantly, it's taking away resources from RSGMY.
No, like, considering how big of a stat that Skies have in terms of lead against Venogo, he's just normal attacking a Baxia, and this Baxia actually is hurting by this Archive. It's scary to see this happening as well, but here comes another attempt for
Oh,
RG.
this is good.
Yeah, Cram is deep. This time he's not getting away.
Ball charge.
First kill for RSGMY. Stolen Mystic Gut Ripple. And he is escaping from Stormy. Yums also will have to flicker, but SRG gets the turtle in the process. Here comes the heavy spin. Third guy gets out. Everyone away. This man is the bouncer for SRG.
Whoa! Sakai's walks up Star Platinum once again. 3 levels ahead, and he's flaunting it. He's like, I'm 3 levels ahead of everybody in this lobby. Which one wants it first?
Oh my goodness, it's so cool considering the fact that he was taking the Lord all by himself. Like, SELANGOR Giants was just zoning off every single one from RSGMY. Mistakes was made by Cram. You know, he purified a little bit too late, and he already walked past the wall, and by then, the Mystic Gush was just on top of him, no exit whatsoever. A little bit small mistakes, but again, small little victories for RSGMI, but SRG still winning on the bigger front, right? They took the Lord, they were able to get so much map control, they're stopping farm and also objectives and space away from RSGMI, and this is actually hurting them once more. We've seen this happen from game 1. They need more space, but again, it feels like this game, RSGMI has a better shot compared to game 1, but still too far to be called soon here. But now here comes another kick.
That's not even a kick that Stone was looking for. He can't even get Yums. Only Yao joins the fight,
Oh,
but
no.
he gets pinned down. That's the Purify as soon as he joins. As Izanami also goes, Yums doesn't even die. All that effort only to lose 4 of your teammates, RSGMY.
Oh man, Yums, this guy's dirty. He plays dirty. He doesn't play fair, man. He really baits you in with his low HP. And here we go, SRG. Unless we see Rippo dive and save it, maybe SRG could just close out this game.
I genuinely feel bad for Lodios because every single time we need him to make a play, he jumps in. As soon as he comes in one time, he immediately needs to use the Purify to get out just because of the amount of CCs that SRG brings to the table. And I agree, Gideon. You brought it up as well. Roger is the finisher, not the guy that starts the fight. And so far, all these fights has been put in a spot where Lolios needs to start the fight, and it's not working out as SRG is just got all backs covered right now.
Well, I think there's an even deeper issue here. I think that RSG's draft is very dependent on Stone starting a fight, right? They can't just throw Rippo in there. They can't just throw Vinogo in there anymore. And now Rippo's even out-leveling Vinogo, so even less of a chance of that happening, right? So the only way that RSGMY, as of right now in this game state, can play is if Storm gets in a
huge.
crazy kick.
Huge! Oh, no.
Just, again, not enough.
They need something.
They didn't even get this Purify out of Stormy. This Lord is probably going to come down the bottom side, which means SRG has a great chance of just breaking the entire RSG base.
I'm telling you, we need to see that kick from Storm be good. It's got to be on a... Oh, wait!
Oh, finds the kick onto Yus, but they all get pinned
What?
down instead! Yu just turns around with the wild charge, and that was all it took. Shut down RSGMY. 3 kills for SRG. An endgame insight. Vinogo booped out of his base. He is the pedestrian, and Sakai is the vehicle. Vinogo doesn't even get to see daylight. He's gonna run away, but his base compromised SRG. Just letting Loliel. Yeah, you can take me down. I have immortality. Selangor Red Giants.
He's not even
on
gonna
that
die.
point.
He's not even
Serious
gonna
point.
die.
And one came away from the grand finals. As soon as this minute crashes in, they waited for RSGMY to respawn just to do this again. Innocent with the pin. Rippo can't finish him off, and the Lord will be a member that ends the pain for RSGMY.
Stop it, SRG! They're already down! They're already down!
Oh my goodness, they're just kicking them all with their down here. SRG just like that, 2 games away. It's, in this case, match point. 1 game away from being our first grand finalist for MPL NY Season 13 here. What an outclass of a performance here in the upper bracket finals. Who would have thought